My audience for tonight is going to be my mom.
A hero is someone who is willing to take the dangerous path, to go where most people will not, to put everything on the line for something that they believe in. Eddie Pinero. There are many people that I believe that are heroes in my life. Some of those people have molded me, while others have openly given me advice and knowledge to navigate me through life. There is no doubt that these people have helped create the person that I am today. The thing is that all these people can contribute to my life, but at the end of the day, I have a say-so in what happens in my life. I decide if I succeed or fail, and I choose to have courage and strength to overcome circumstances in my life. Fresh out of high school, I was a wild child. I had absolutely no concept of the importance of school, no matter how much that my dad tried to pound it into my head. I constantly chose to go over to the bar over going to my evening classes. In 2007, I decided to take a break, which that break ended up being 5 years. I moved off to North Carolina with a job transfer where I decided to get my life back together because I was finally living on my own, and wow, was that expensive. I quit school again in the spring of 2014 and returned in the fall of 2015. I finally walked the stage May 12th of 2017. Can you imagine 11 years to finish a 2-year degree? That's the thing though, is I had to decide to take 2 classes a semester until I finished my degree. I had to decide to make good grades in order to have a high GPA. Not only did I decide if I would succeed or fail, but I also had to choose to have courage and strength to overcome circumstances. October 2010, I was T-boned while driving my Chevy Silverado by a Hummer 2 in Odessa. Once it was all said and done, through all the doctors and all the second opinions, they had diagnosed me with 2 herniated discs in my neck, damage to the nerves underneath my right shoulder blade throughout my ribs, and damage to my sciatic nerve. Overcoming the physical effects of the wreck was not as significant as the turmoil that followed. The pain kept me from going to the gym and riding my horse, so I needed something to cope, or rather mask, all of what was going on in my life. Drinking became my go-to. Some of my loved ones noticed that I was spiraling out of control, but the truth is you can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves, and that couldn't have rang more true in my case. It took me some time, but I finally hit rock bottom, and then that's where I had to decide, was I going to drown, or was I going to pull myself out of this dark black hole that I had created for myself? I set all my pride aside and found a therapist. I found the strength and the courage to ask for help. I had to save myself because no one else would. At the end of each day, I know that I can't count on anyone, but I can count on myself. I am my own hero because I decide if I succeed or fail, and I choose to have the courage and strength to overcome my circumstances.